Hello everybody, I am Fedora Gamer, and welcome to an episode of Is It Fun? Today we are looking at the dungeoning. Some of you may remember I covered this back when it was in beta. Well, now it is fully released, and it is on Steam now. And the developer is also nice enough to give me 5 codes to this game to give away, so I am giving away 5 the dungeoning codes. All you have to do to enter is be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment. In about a week, I'll randomly pick 5 winners using random.org to pick the winners. So, anyway, on to the game. The dungeoning, now in its fully released glory. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Dungeoning is an action platformer roguelite, excuse me, is how I would describe it. One thing here, barrels. Fucking barrels. Okay, now I sound like PewDiePie. I've died to these things so many times. Barrels in this game go against what you've been, learned as a gamer all your life to go up and smack barrels. No, they explode. They're not red tinted, but you do want to destroy them because they usually contain very needed healing items. Soft apple, that's a healing item. So it's an action platformer roguelike. You got some wall jumping, got attack. You can cycle your weapons here. I'm using a gamepad, which has native gamepad support, and it is by far the recommended way to play it, in my opinion. You always start with a bow, a wooden slingshot, and a sword. The slingshot, very low damage, and the shots taper off quite a bit. It's basically useful for blowing up barrels instead of trying to blow them up with your face. And you got the down pogo attack there, which definitely a little reminiscent of Rogue Legacy. In a lot of ways, this is fairly like Rogue Legacy, but it doesn't have any persistent progression to it. Nothing's carried over. There's no upgrades that are permanent. It is more like a traditional roguelike in that respect. The game isn't extremely long, and there are new game plus modes where it gets harder and harder. I believe the developer mentioned to me at one point that there is something like 16 new game pluses, or someone had gotten up to 16 new game plus 16. And if that sounds kind of ridiculous to you, so does it to me, but apparently that person really likes this game. We get some berries, some apples are small healing items, potions for healing mana, but you have to find a wand to actually need to use magic whatsoever, and those are fairly rare, but generally pretty powerful. So what's changed since the beta version I played? Well, it's no longer gated to just the first few areas. It is the entire game. It's definitely been made a little bit easier in the early game. It's a little less punishing early game, which is a plus in my opinion. It was an extremely difficult game, even the first few levels. I think it has been, at least, or I'm just better. And I've learned not to blow myself up with barrels so much. They will most of the time one-shot you, so don't smack the barrels. This ghost is going to be a little bit of a problem. These guys are very high damaging early on. We don't want to let them get too close to us. There we go. Getting some tooltips here, but also you can drop unwanted weapons, which you couldn't do in the early version of the game. That's a much needed addition that I very much appreciate, because if you picked up another sword when you're cycling through with the bumpers here, you'd cycle through all your swords and all the weapons you picked up. There's no way to actually get rid of weapons. There's also shops now, which I don't believe they were in the early game, or at least they didn't show up. Okay, heal, get out of here. This is like death right here. Stupid bat. Oh, he poisoned me. There is a quick heal button, which will consume one of your healing items out of your inventory. Very useful to have rather than having to inventory delve to get to a healing item. It's a little tricky here. I don't want to get hit by this guy. I've already taken enough stupid damage. Let's see what's over here. That is the exit. Crate, give me something. Yes, healing items. You definitely want to stock up on as many healing items as you can early game. They become much less common in the later levels. I have gotten to, I believe... Oh, I did level up, so let's go ahead and go spend some level up points. Here's the menu. This game is very classic looking, very pixel arty, very well done pixel art. Not the greatest I've ever seen, but definitely not bad. So it's a very classic feeling. Let's go ahead and upgrade strength, which is definitely one of the most important stats. It increases your damage as well as your HP. Okay, we have a ghost down here in a very small area to fight him in, so that's definitely not... Hey, hey, buddy. Pay attention. There you go. There you go. There's also another special move you can do. You have a block, which I'm now holding my shield up. I fail at ever actually using that. I forget it exists. If you press, while you're standing, if you press down and attack, you can do a little forward slash motion, which I definitely use very little because that usually just ends up hopping me into damage. And then if you hit down and jump, you can do a little backwards dodge. Now if you use these effectively, you could probably be a much better player at this game than I am. I haven't completely cleared the floor, but I'll just go ahead and hop over to the next level here. Come on, next level. Alright, so what do I think about it, like, so far? I will admit... Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna die. That the combat is very simplistic, which used to be pretty standard with action roguelikes, or roguelites, excuse me. But games like Ascendant have come out with a much more in-depth and satisfying combat system, so it's kind of raised the bar a little bit. This is definitely... combat's not its strongest suit. Oh, Jesus. Let's not hug the thorny bushes. Everything in this game wants to kill you. The bushes, the barrels, everything. It's just death. Speaking of death, it's also a very interesting mechanic where if you get to the level where you had previously died, there will be like a zombie undead knight of you. Which, I don't like that at all. Oh god, if I would have done down attack accidentally, I would have been done. Which is extremely difficult to kill, actually. Very squirrely and hoppy and a pain in the ass, but they drop some very good equipment. Usually drops a scroll, which gives you a permanent stat boost of some sort, and then whatever you might have been carrying, something you might have been carrying, if you had a good weapon, you might get it back. Let's go ahead and spend our level up points again. We're just going to go drop it into strength. Probably we'll keep doing that until I get myself a better sword. I'm avoiding down there. That's just death. Come on, Ghosty. I guess I could show you some of the range combat. Let's switch to the bow. And now you can target onto enemies, so you can shoot in 360. That might be showing 0, but it's actually damaging them because it's not hitting them for an entire number, which is the only thing the game displays, but numbers are actually done in decimals behind the scenes. So I was actually doing something like 3/4 of a point of damage every time I shot him with that. You can also use these barrels to kill enemies, which can be very effective against the stronger enemies. Thank you. Give me that healing items. I need more healing items. What I would really like is a better weapon. There's an exit. I don't want to go to the exit yet, but one thing is don't press slightly up on the analog stick when you're passing the exit. Otherwise, bam, you'll exit the level. And I've done that many times accidentally just by pressing over and slightly up, and bam, I'm gone out of the level when I didn't want to. So I do wish the exiting the level took a separate button press than just pressing up. There is some buttons that are free, kinda, so I don't know. I do that to myself quite often though. Let's go ahead and get to floor 3. It's definitely easier. Getting to floor 3 would have been like a dream come true in the previous builds I had played. Let's heal up a little bit. And then we got some blocks we can break. These will generally drop some rocks most of the time, which are very useful because you need that for your slingshot ammo. Okay. Come on. There we go. That's what I was trying for. It wasn't a difficult enemy to help me kill, but, you know, it was there, so I may as well take advantage of it. We're picking up some mushrooms and berries as well, which can be used to cure status ailments, such as poison, which is the most common. Okay. Get out of that little rat death hole. Jeez. The pogo attack didn't work out as well as I thought it would. Okay, fine. I'll go this way. 2 chests. This could be awesome. Hey, we got keys. We got a scroll. Another scroll. And another key. Which are for doors, and some chests require keys. I will say, I think the key system is kind of pointless. I've never really it's never happened to me where I've not had the keys I need. I guess if you're not scouring the level very well, that might happen to you, but it seems kind of redundant because I always have way more keys than I need. And I have leveled up again, so let's go to that. Okay, I already did. And let's go use those scrolls. The runner scroll, I'm assuming, will increase my movement speed. I can't get a description of it here. Increase my stamina, okay. These usually just seem to increase your health, stamina, and magic bars. Universal one increases all of them. No, no. Bad bat. Bad bat. Okay, this is a bit precarious. I would like to find a shop. They seemed a lot more common in my last run right before recording this. Alright. There is a hidden room over here, it looks like. Yeah, oh, there we go. Oh, a sneaky place to put a crate. It made me think it wasn't actually a hidden room. Let's not hit the barrel. Getting good stock up of healing items here. There's probably nothing of use over here, but I will break some of these for some rocks. I'm pretty low on rock ammo. I have a lot more arrows. Aha. There's a pile of rocks. Which isn't the most exciting of gameplay. Okay, well, I got 10 rocks out of it, so that's not bad. Alright, let's go. I think we're not quite done exploring this floor. The next floor is when the shit gets real in this game. Okay. Those have quite a range for their explosions, so you gotta be very careful around them. There's been many times I've killed myself because I thought I was far enough away. I'm not going to bother trying to mess with that guy. He's too high up for me to effectively jump attack. Oh god, ghost. Got a crit. That was nice. Any secret rooms? Nope. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there are falling blocks sometimes, by the way. And that about just... Okay, that was the entrance. So where was the exit? Right over there. Okay. Now, floor 3 is probably where I will quickly die. Oh, nope. I haven't gone to the next, like, biome area yet. I guess that happens at floor 5. I thought it used to happen at floor 4. I'm not... I don't know. But this is the dungeoning. So, while I continue to play and look like I'm actually good at this because I haven't died yet, let's do my little wrap-up. Thumbs down. The combat is simplistic. As I said, that used to be the standard for action roguelites like this. But Ascendant has kind of raised the bar for me with its much more in-depth and much more enjoyable combat. Doesn't mean this game's bad, but it's definitely has a simplistic combat system. What else for thumbs down? There are shops. I have not run into any yet, which is unfortunate because I would like to show you them. But in the shops, you cannot sell anything. You can only buy things. And a lot of games do this, and it bothers me. It's kind of makes it a half economy. And I don't know, I like economies in games, especially a full real economy. So I do wish you could sell things in the shop. And that's about all. Thumbs up. I like the pixel art aesthetic, though the combat is not the greatest. It's definitely serviceable and not bad. It is got the things I love about a roguelike or roguelite. I love these kind of games. Random generation, permadeath. I've leveled up again. Everything that makes the roguelite and roguelike genre great. It's all here. It's got It doesn't seem like a whole lot of any. Oh, geez, that hurt. A whole lot of enemy variety yet, but I haven't made it to a new section yet, which has a whole new set of enemies, obstacles, and things that generally want to kill you and do it very effectively. As I said, the game, that's when the game gets, okay, we got this guy now. These are a little more difficult. Play some jump rope here. Okay, there we go. So there is good variety once you get to the farther levels. So I love the aesthetic. Gameplay is good. You know, it's a roguelike. So it seems like I had some fairly significant negatives with this game. Let's just do my end here. It's not a perfect game, but is it fun? Yes, it's a lot of fun. I quite enjoy it. It's not perfect, could be improved, but it's a good game for what it is. Ah, gee, I don't know how that didn't hit me, and I do highly recommend it. Part of me thinks that the roguelike, the action roguelite genre could be progressed a little bit more than it has been up until Ascendant, which is a big step forward in my opinion. But that doesn't take away from this being a great game in its own right. And so, as I said, I am giving away 5 copies of this game. All you have to do is be subscribed and leave a comment, and in a week I will pick the winners. And if you don't win, I just highly recommend picking this up on Steam. The link will be in the description. I am Fedora Gamer. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you guys next time.